go. I'll put the link out right now.
I grabbed the link already.
Oh,
so
you already got it?
I'm putting it on Facebook right now.
So do I need to tweet it then?
Yeah, you tweet.
Okay.
I'll put the link out right now. I grabbed the link already. Oh, you already got it? I'm putting it. Should you turn that down?
So do I need to tweet it then?
Yeah, you tweet. Turn your laptop down, Bink.
And here we go. From Toronto, Canada. Flight last night after beating the Detroit Tigers 2 out of 3. The Royals in Toronto tonight. Toronto's 3-9, but the Royals 9-2 and the best record in the Major League Simulated Baseball. Mike Montgomery, one of the league leaders, 2-0, 4.91 ERA, faces newcomer Tanner Roark. Played with the Oakland A's, 0-0, 6.75 earned run average. But the story really so far in the simulated season for the Royals, 4 series, 4 wins, 2 out of 3 against Chicago, sweeping Detroit in Detroit, then sweeping the Mariners at Kauffman Stadium on the homestand, then taking 2 of 3 from the Detroit Tigers. Welcome to Royals Baseball as we simulate every single game on YouTube. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm Jay Binkley along with Kramer Sansone, a.k.a. the Crame Dog. Good evening, Kramer.
How's it going, Binkley?
It's going well, but not as well as the Kansas City Royals this year, my friend. The Kansas City Royals are on absolute fire, and we've heard from Nicky Lopez that's watched the virtual season. We'll hear from Mike Matheny, the manager of the Royals, that was on Fesco in the morning this morning. Check out the full interview on demand, 610sports.com. But without further ado, Toronto Blue Jays lineup tonight. The Royals have been busy traveling straight to Toronto, and the Toronto Blue Jays lineup presented by Wash Your Hands. Be safe. Rowdy Tellez starts off at first base. He's been ice cold for the Blue Jays, batting first. Vlad Guerrero Jr., and once again, the theme of the Blue Jays lineup is players that are sons of former really good Major League Baseball players, including Hall of Famers. He'll play third base. L'Oreal Gurriel Jr. will be shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays. His brother is Yuli Gurriel. Left fielder Teoscar Hernandez. DH tonight, batting fifth, Bo Bichette, son of Dante Bichette. In right field, Randall Grichuk, the former Cardinal, plays in right field. Reese McGuire, the catcher, no relation to Mark. Left field, batting eighth, Billy McKinney in center field. And Kevin Biggio, son of Craig Biggio, at second base for the Toronto Blue Jays. For the Kansas City Royals, lineup presented by the 435 Podcast Network. Check it out at 610sports.com. A little bit of changes for Virtual Matheny tonight, trying to warm up some of the guys and give some of the guys a break. Center field is Whit Merrifield. Saw some second base action back at Kauffman Stadium, back in center tonight. The DH tonight, Adalberto Mondesi, staying in the lineup because he is 10th in Major League Baseball in batting average, but to give him a little bit of a break, he'll be the DH tonight. Don't forget he was coming off that injury this year. Hunter Dozier goes from right field, where he's made all the starts. He starts at third base for Maikel Franco tonight, who's been ice cold as of late. Right fielder Jorge Soler. So Soler in the outfield tonight, usually the DH. The catcher will be Sal Perez in left field. Alex Gordon batting sixth. And at first base, it's Ryan O'Hearn facing the righty tonight, Tanner Roark. Second base will be Nicky Lopez. And at shortstop, called up today for the road trip in Toronto, Humberto Arteaga, that played a little bit with the Royals last year. But that is the Royals lineup. A few changes, Kramer, that we've seen from the virtual Mike Matheny.
I enjoyed these changes. Putting Mondesi at DH, give him a day off out there on the fielding-wise. Arteaga getting called up, getting his time to play. He might be don't know, we'll see how long he stays up for them. Just giving some guys some much-needed rest. After they're going 9-2 so far, you know they want to stay hot and keep the same lineup going, but people, we all know, they get tired, they get a little taxed at times. Of course, we all know this is not a sprint, it's a marathon in the Major League Baseball, so it's smart to see a little bit DH put Soler out in right field in the situation, and you got Dozier playing third base, his traditional spot. So
his traditional spot, he can move everywhere, DH, right field, a lot of flexibility with this Royals lineup.
He's like the power-hitting Whit Merrifield. That's what Hunter Dozier is.
Well, Arteaga didn't have much power, but he's been called up for the series in Toronto. Guess what? We got a new subscriber. His name is Josh Vernier, the Virtual Royals Insider. Vern's Hot Stove On right now on 610 Sports Radio if you want to listen to that and watch this. That's perfectly fine. But Mike Matheny, the manager of the Kansas City Royals, joined Fesco in the morning this morning, and he was asked by Kling about this virtual Royal start.
I'm sure you're aware of the virtual Royals who have been playing on our YouTube channel at 610 Sports Radio are off to a 9-2 start. Pretty impressive start to the season.
Yeah, we'll take that start for sure.
Yeah, and Alex Gordon is batting 8th and hitting like 400. Will you plan on keeping him in the 8th hole when the real season begins?
Oh, boy. You know what? If it's not broke, don't try and fix it. That's always my theory.
I'm guessing of the pile of data you get every day, we should probably have Jay Bigley forwarding you the box scores from the virtual, just for an extra piece of information as you're doing your now preseason research.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need more information. We didn't have enough.
Be happy to share all the information that we have, Cream Dog, but I will say this. Virtual Mike Matheny off to a great start with the Kansas City Royals, and you got to like it. And you can check out this full interview, as I said, on demand610sports.com. One thing we've heard about is the speech of Mike Matheny. We've heard Vern talk about it. We've heard Fesco talk about it. The speech that he gave at the beginning of spring training. Mike Matheny was asked about that with Fesco in the morning.
What that truly was, and I just love people, and I love listening to people that are highly motivated for change, and that's what I heard all winter long. So these guys had me all fired up from October 31st when I got the job all the way into that first day of spring training, listening to, hey, we're ready to do whatever we've got to do to make things better around here. We'll make the sacrifices, we'll do the work, and to hear that and realize, these are some of the greatest athletes walking on planet Earth right now who are saying, give us some direction, push us, make us work. We'll do whatever we have to do because we want to be better, and that's a dream for any kind of coach or teacher. So to be able to get up in front and say, here's what you said, and I agree 100%. In this room, we have what we need to figure out how to be a really good team. So with that in place, there are also some things that got to be fixed. We've got to get to work. And so here they are. And are you in or are you out? And if you're out, it's probably in the right place for you because I know there's a whole bunch of guys that are in. And so kind of building on that. And, they fired me up, so it was easy to kind of return the favor.
There you go, Mike Matheny, the real Mike Matheny on with Fesco in the morning this morning. Checking it on demand. 610sports.com. The Royals 9-2, first in the AL Central. Toronto Blue Jays 3-9, fifth in the AL East. With the batting average, that's the biggest discrepancy. 303 for the Royals as a team and 221 for Toronto. The Cleveland Indians 7-6 so far this season in second place. White Sox in third at 6-6, and we expected the White Sox to probably try to turn things around here at some point. The Tigers 5-7. However, 4 of those losses come against the Kansas City Royals. There's the Twins at 5-8. The Royals will see those White Sox when they get back to Kauffman Stadium. Enjoy the game, everybody. Welcome, Kramer.
How's it going there, Binkley?
Got some baseball tonight.
We had a closed roof action tonight, actually, too.
Welcome to everybody on the chat line. There's Tyrell. I see Tyrell. I see Nick Davies. I see Zach Johnson, Jennifer Morris. I was wondering if we'll see Brett Singer's dad in here again like we did the other night.
Well, Brady isn't pitching tonight. He'll pitch tomorrow, though, which is an impressive feat for him. So he earned that fifth spot in the rotation.
Fifth starter, he's earned it. He earned it from there. There you see who's on fire and who's not for the Kansas City Royals. Whit Merrifield, Mondesi, Soler, and Perez on fire. Teoscar Hernandez And Rowdy Tellez, not on fire there, ice cold for the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, 3 former Major League, including a couple Hall of Famers.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Biggio and
they've decided to go with the youth route and their build to a better team or franchise. Remember, the Blue Jays were a part of a historic pace of trying to make it into the postseason and make it further, like early 2000, like 2013, 14, 15. They had that solid lineup that got them into the postseason, but they couldn't achieve things, so they liquidated what they had. And now with these young guns, as in Vladdy, got Biggio, and Bo Bichette, you got to think their fathers did something in order to, get their upbringing up. So you got to think they have moved things around, thinking maybe if their father can do it, their sons can too.
And Whit Merrifield leads off for the Royals. And one thing is, it is a rebuild. A lot of people did this. This is a team that was in the playoffs with the Royals back in 15, and my things have changed.
No, it has.
John Gibbons did not want to go through the rebuild
Nope.
as manager with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Starting things off with the ball of Roark. You said a 10 ERA.
Hello, Mananigans. Got your Zubaz on.
It's a single for Whit.
And Whit Merrifield picks up right where he's left off, one of the hottest hitters in Major League Baseball. Whit 20th in average in the American League.
In the last game, his 10-game hitting streak went to a close. So once that hit goes to a close, why not start a new one? And that's what he's probably going to try to do now. Maybe another 10-game. Maybe see another have a 20-game hitting streak from Whit. Maybe we can try to do that.
Was it now 10 games?
It ended yesterday, his 10-game hitting
that's right.
streak.
It ended yesterday. Here's Adalberto Mondesi hitting .388 this year. Good enough for 10th in the American League, the hottest hitter on the Royals club.
Wouldn't it be crazy if somehow the Blue Jays would have got Mike Yastrzemski? The Yastrzemski of the...
Just follow them all.
Great, yeah, exactly.
James Kingsley behind the plate tonight.
So it keeps the strike zone tight. Or you don't want it too big.
Royals in Toronto. We have action for you tomorrow night at 1 o'clock each day, Saturday and Sunday, before the Royals return to play the White Sox for three, and then the Baltimore Orioles for 3 as well. The Orioles in town next weekend to face the virtual Royals.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Tanner Roark played with the last year.
No, last year with the Reds and the A's.
Reds and A's. It was traded to the A's.
Yep.
Last year, Tanner Roark 4-3 with a 4.58 ERA. He's 1-0 with a 4.37 in just 3 career starts against the Royals.
I've been asked how the weather is here in Canada. Whit's taking off, or the hit and run action going foul. I've been asked how the weather is in Canada. It's 45
this
degrees.
Temperature break brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red.
What's the weather?
So it's 45 degrees outside. It rained earlier a little bit here in Toronto, but it is fine and dandy with a closed roof. That should be a double for Mondesi, but he's going to stay at that. So just a single for him.
So you get speed on the base pass with Mondi and Witt.
Yeah, I think it's the first time this season they both have been on base at the same time after back-to-back hits.
Big thanks to our friends at Vine Coolers, the Vineyard Variety Pack from the KC Wine Company, and of course, cold refreshing beer from our friends at Miller Lite.
Yeah, they just popped up kind of like how the Miller Lite popped up the other day.
That's right.
Walk in
up.
here, got these hats too.
Hunter Dozier back in his usual spot at third base and playing right field the whole season. Glad you remembered your passport.
I snuck in. we had to stop me, drop me off in Buffalo, and I had to sneak across. The water's cold, I'll tell you that right now.
And a strike call there. 1-1.
Dozier was hitless until a home run he hit yesterday. That was the only hit of the series against Detroit.
It was a huge one,
It was a big hit.
Nice close game. Ian Kennedy picks up his 4th save of the season, leading the American League with 4 saves. Blew a save on Monday night.
Count is 2-1.
And it's going to be low. 2-1 count, 92 miles an hour.
Remember when the Blue Jays had those fan shirts with those umpires behind?
Yes.
It'd be kind of cool if they would have added that in this game.
And Hunter Dozier will fly to left field there. Everybody should still be, Whitmonty should still be at first and
Oh,
second.
terrible throw.
Yeah, it's a bad throw. He would have been safe.
Yes, exactly.
That wind speed.
Hey, Oscar Hernandez had a little bit of trouble out there and left the arm.
Evidently, the Toronto Blue Jays defense brought to you by Death and Ball. Because
they're trash. No, that's the Tigers.
hip hip.
Jorge
Soler, 349. 5 home runs this season, leads the Royals. 3 of them tied with 3 home runs. Witt, Salvi, and Dozier.
I'm glad the thing was hanging. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, and turn on notifications.
0-2 count here.
Soler
finds himself in the hole.
We've seen Soler go in spurts of very hot, very cold, back to being very hot. And he's very hot right now.
He is very hot. We checked morale for the team. They're all pretty happy.
Yeah, they are happy. Why would you not be happy? You're a 9-2 start off the season. Nobody expected this at all.
It's a great point by you, Cream Dog. Man, it's too low. 2-2. Roark. Jorge Soler's got himself back in this count. And he swings and misses. It'll be strikeout for Jorge Soler.
I'm being told that it's Ryan McBroom's birthday today.
Oh, that's right. Did you see that? Who let you know? I saw it on Twitter earlier.
Zach Johnson probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Boom Boom McBroom's birthday. The Royals tweeted it out. Saying, happy birthday, Ryan McBroom, who's not in the lineup tonight on his birthday.
Taking a day off. He's been
playing quite a bit. He got a little bit cooler there. Cool off just a little bit, but still with runners in scoring position, has been one of the best hitters on the Royals.
Oh, he has been. Especially with 2 on, he'll hit a home run. That's what he's done. Had a sac fly, I believe, yesterday.
That's a ball.
According to Ian Rappaport, the Texans in the process of trading for Rams wide receiver Brandon Cooks. Chiefs, of course, missed the news. Rashad Breeland back on a 1-year contract from the Royals. 20 of 22 starters back from that Super Bowl team. Ones that aren't here, Stefan Wisniewski, that didn't start the whole year but started the Super Bowl. Kendall Fuller was basically a starter as well when the Chiefs were in the nickel, which they were most of the time. And, of course, Reggie Ragland's with the Lions now. But the gang is back together, running it back for the Chiefs. Check out full details, 610sports.com.
Jennifer has put her chip down on Salvador Perez. The first chip of the night. Keyhole.
Man, Sal Perez picked that to Tellez Jr. Throws it over to Rowdy Tellez when the inning is over. Panic Guerrero Jr. and Gurriel Jr.
So Joe Panic's going to be starting at second base tonight.
Mike Montgomery with 2 wins. The league lead is 3 wins, as we see Danny Duffy with 3 wins so far. But Mike Montgomery off to a great start, 2-0 with a 4.91 ERA for the lefty. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts for Mike Montgomery. Brady Singer on the mound tomorrow for the Kansas City Royals. They had the time that he started using the 5th starter.
It is.
Been going with a 4-man rotation for most of the season, and here comes Joe Panic.
He's playing second base for Kevin Biggio.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Joe Panic, a long-time San Francisco Giants. Helped them to that 2013, I believe, World Series.
And
maybe.
Joe Panic?
No, wait, no. Red Sox won that 2013 World Series. What was I thinking? 2012, he wasn't there.
Outside, that's a ball.
Montgomery 0 for 2 now. I mean, it makes sense why they would have left-handed Montgomery, Panic's in there. I mean, still both of them are left-handed. Maybe Panic bats better against the lefty than Biggio.
Switcheroo.
I know, growing up, watching Cardinals baseball and the Astros play all the time. 2005 with Craig Biggio, helping that Astros team into the World Series.
He was on the 14 Giants team, 15, 16, 17, and 18 and 19 before he played for the Mets last year, but he'll take a walk here. Mike Montgomery, 2-7 with a 4.64 last year for the Royals. 0-1 with an 8.31. 1 career start, the 2nd career start against the Blue Jays. Here comes Vlad Guerrero Jr.
He's nursing a 4-game hitting streak is what we are being told.
Ball 1.
So 5 straight pitches have been 5 straight balls for Montgomery. Not looking too hot right now, especially with a hot hitter.
2 balls.
Ball
no
6.
strikes.
Oh no, ball 5. No
Hey,
wait. Yeah,
Montgomery
6.
struggling early on in this game. Trying to get on the same page. Sal Perez kind of tries to calm him down. Red Hot Royals, 9-2, facing the 3-9 Blue Jays. In Toronto.
Nope.
Oh, 3-0 count out for
7
Mike
straight
Montgomery.
balls. We've seen this once with, was it Lopez or Rosario who walked 3
Rosario, who's now in AAA.
Yep, look good in a Storm Chaser uniform. I mean, I think everybody, those Storm Chaser uniform, I'm not going to lie, are pretty sick.
They are. Finally a strike for Mike Montgomery. Fires that one in 83 miles an hour, 3-1.
Three balls, 2
That's
strikes.
a nice looping curve.
3-2. Montgomery makes his way back in this count.
See how Montgomery's positioned all the way onto that left side of the rubber.
And Guerrero Jr. gets a hold of that one, but it will be foul.
Luckily, that was foul ball for the Royals, but I do like his positioning up on a right-handed batter because if his movement, say, has something comes across, he's going to just go dive right in onto that right-handed batter, working that area.
Vlad's got some pop.
He does, like his father. He's battling against Montgomery. 8 pitches. 9th pitch is going to come on your way in a second.
12 pitches now for Montgomery. No outs. Here in the first.
He keeps fouling it off. This is going to be at least a 10-pitch at bat.
Working the count of Montgomery early.
So we've seen the Royals do that all the season so far, working the counts, working the pitches, and now we're seeing a little bit of their medicine being tasted by the team.
Take the base.
Yeah. Mike Montgomery walks another. Vlad Guerrero's very patient.
Very,
That.
very patient. There's a reason why. I mean, he's batting at 227, has a 4-game hitting streak, so it doesn't look like he should have had been patient prior games to this. This is their game. This is their game 13 for him. So maybe they're trying to like, okay, let's just change some stuff up.
Florida Scariel Jr. has a brother that plays in Major League Baseball.
Plays for the Trash Bangers.
1-0.
And once again, Montgomery trying to find the plate.
The way this looks, it doesn't look like it's going to be a good outing for Montgomery. He needs to figure out his command.
He's been on fire this year.
He's 2-0,
Ball.
4.8 ERA.
2 balls now. Gets the sign from Perez. That should be 2. Lopez to Arteaga. Over to O'Hearn. 2 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Teoscar.
Panics on third, but nice double play. Exactly what Montgomery needed.
Teoscar? I like that name, Teoscar.
Me call you T. Oscar?
No,
How about Cram Oscar?
No, it doesn't sound too good.
There you go. Now Montgomery's ahead in the count.
Ball.
Yeah, I like DeAndre Hopkins a lot better than Brandon Cooks.
Oh, I agree.
30 showing.
I agree with that. Cooks hasn't done anything since he had one season with the Rams back in 2018.
But the Chiefs had the band back together. A lot of one-year deals. DeMarcus Robinson a one-year deal. Shad Breeland a one-year deal.
You think those one-year deals?
DeAndre Washington a one-year deal.
You think those one-year deals are kind of like a little bit of a prove-it type of deal
Yeah,
as well?
it kind of is. But the Chiefs are smart, too, because with all the uncertainty, and there's a lot of uncertainty going around with a lot of draft picks as far as medicals. There's a couple guys. Baton Rouge was a pro day. Cameron Dantzler, by the way, Montgomery gets a strikeout there to end the inning on a Teoscar Hernandez. Montgomery, shaky a little bit, but gets away through this inning. But the one thing is, with these one-year deals and with the Chiefs, is the fact that the bagging's back together, and it's important because we don't know if trading camps could be shortened. But to have people in the system that know the system,
Yeah, that's the
draft becomes gravy now. It becomes icing on the cake. They still need to work on middle linebacker. I still think they take a receiver for the future. Again, a lot of one-year deals. What are the Chiefs going to do in the future? But to have everybody in the system already knows what the coaches expect, it's perfect for the Chiefs.
Oh, I agree. I agree 100% with that because, you know, when you draft the guys in there, they are only going to know one playbook, and that's going to be that playbook that you're going to learn probably for the next 3 to 4 years, depending on how they want to work with their contracts, I guess. Because, I mean, they have control if they want to keep them on their roster, if however long they want to.
And Gordon will pop out there. Question is, I mean, I'm not going back to corner in the first round for the Chiefs in the draft. I'm going linebacker.
The first
Coverage linebacker, I feel the Chiefs need the most.
I'd go coverage linebacker, then I also go. You'd have to at least get a secondary piece or weapon.
I can do corner again in the second round because, again, one-year deals you got.
You mentioned Cameron Dance. I love him. He
ran a 4.38 on the combine, but he ran. You know what this is? Pro day.
That is smoked a center.
But he ran a 4.64 at the actual combine, and that's a big difference.
No, it is because I mean
it's a major difference.
Yeah, but it's possible. The way if you would have, I watched the video finally. And he kept his head down most of the time. Usually when you keep your head down running, you are going to run faster. But when at the combine, he took 2 steps, kept his head up, and ran straight and
could
tall.
have been wind aided. Could have been a lot of things.
No, the wind
but
is...
when he ran in a controlled environment, he was slow as hell.
He is not... a push is not going to affect much, Binkley.
5-game hitting streak for Nicky Lopez. Turning things around. 212 average now. He's brought himself over the Mendoza line.
Which is good.
Couple triples. He acknowledged this game on Fesco in the morning, which earns him points. American League leader in triples. No, but hey, it's gravy now. I'd still get a running back in like the 5th. And as far as interior linemen, I've heard a lot of, the Chiefs still need interior linemen. You might keep Rimmers in.
Well, honestly,
when you bring Rimmers in, to me, a Jack Conklin, like a tackle, to have that depth at tackle that can play guard as well is huge.
I don't see the Chiefs getting a running back anymore since they got a DeAndre Washington, and they still have Darwin Thompson under control. So you have 3 good running backs that you can still work with.
Well, Mike Rimmers, when he was brought in, not Keith, Mike Rimmers. But I'll say this, as the Royals out of the inning, see Montgomery again, see if he's toning it down. But the bottom line is, this draft is fun now.
Oh, yeah, you can do whatever you want with it.
Chiefs might even move back and be fine.
Oh, I think that's one of the things you can.
Especially if a Jonathan Taylor's still on the board.
You don't need a running back, though, Binkley. I'm pretty sure you do.
But what if you added like a Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins with this offense they already have? Whoa.
You don't need. You already have 3 running backs. You
need consistency, though. Damian Williams showed up a lot in the postseason, but the regular season,
that's why you brought in
dealt with injuries. I get it, man.
That's why you brought in Washington.
I'm just saying, like a Jonathan Taylor would be, it's like a Saquon Barkley type player in your offense.
I wouldn't say all of that. He's not explosive like Barkley. He can at least break some tackles, but that's all he is. He break a few tackles, and because that's the thing. I'm not saying anything bad about the O-line, but you have to address some parts that you have to develop a run blocking type scheme for a guy like Jonathan Taylor because he had those offensive linemen there in Wisconsin.
Well, the one thing I'll say is Pat Mahomes makes running backs better. There's such a threat of the pass, even downfield, that you can't put 8 guys in the box anymore.
And that's perfectly why they got DeAndre Washington to have. He's almost the exact same player as Damian Williams.
He's a good read guy because he can catch the football out of the back.
Yes.
I like his chances this year with this team.
Darwin Thompson's now the exact same player as them as well.
I'm just saying there's a lot of ways the Chiefs can do in this draft. There's really not wrong answers. I do believe strongly in the linebacker, off-ball linebacker, coverage linebacker for the Chiefs in the first. And another strikeout on Bo Bichette, son of Dante Bichette. Doesn't like that one. That mullet, once again, looks fantastic. The Canadian passport.
Gosh, I can't wait to the NFL draft.
I can't either.
14 days. Just saying.
There's your former Cardinal.
Randall Grichuk.
Decent season. Let's shout out to 273 start, a couple home runs. Toronto, Canada. Yeah. Thanks to our friends at Miller Lite.
Which that was the most impressive
Kramer and I
thing.
are wearing Miller Lite Royals hats.
When we walked in today, that was already hung up, which was crazy.
Yeah, you and I are sporting the Miller Lite Royals hats.
Yep, we got the Miller Lite L's coming in here and just dropping stuff off for us. Those people are the best.
I don't know if they're L's. And Sal Perez will throw that one to first.
I mean, I'm not mean.
And
like
once again, Montgomery is really, really settled down.
if he ever gets giving up those 2 walks and that double play he induced, that's, I think he found his, okay, I got this, let's go.
First baseman Rowdy Tellez. And he'll hit that sharply to Lopez. Lopez over to Hearn. And the inning's over. See if the Royals can start getting some runs scored. But man, his Montgomery just really turned things around. But still a no-hitter.
Yes.
Oh, I just cursed it. My
You
bad.
just cursed it there, Pink.
Can I take that back?
Nope.
Humberto Arteaga, who played for the Royals a
It's
little bit
already
last
out
year.
there.
Was in AAA, was called up for this series. Give Monty some time off at shortstop. Monty the DH tonight, but Humberto Arteaga playing shortstop tonight. That was a quick one for Arteaga.
Yes, that
Tanner
was.
Roark just flies through that at bat.
The center fielder.
Manford would like the pace of play on that at bat.
Oh, I think he's liked the pace of play so far this game. We're already at the top of the third, Pink.
Here's Whit.
Heck, yesterday's game was quick.
Best hitters once again in the American League. 362 average for Whit. 436 on base.
Nope, outside.
Whit Merrifield up in this count 2-0. Royals have had a history here in the last couple of games of getting on the board first. And Whit will take that one in for a 93-mile-an-hour strike.
And the fact that they get on the board first is usually in the first inning. They were threatening earlier.
And they wait for the big inning. 2-2 count for Whit. And Whit will take that one in for 3-2. The red-hot Adalberto Mondesi hitting 400 this season on deck.
That is going to drop.
And Whit will drop that one. And once again, he's on base for Adalberto Mondesi.
Nick Davies wants a beer, I guess. He's going to beer me. He's getting a beer.
Grab that cold one, Nick.
Mondesi.
We're going to grab a cold one here.
Dirty
Little
Sean.
bit from our friends at Miller Lite.
Dirty Sean is on his 4th tonight.
Nice job, Dirty Sean. Roark checking Whit at first. Adalberto Mondesi batting to the left side. Been so sufficient from the right and left. Top 10 hitter in the American League. Getting the break tonight at shortstop just to keep his bat in the lineup.
He's batting 400. Hottest hitter in the league is Miguel Cabrera. We saw him
And Miguel Cabrera is.
slash the Royals.
And there's Monty. Monty will fly out this time. Kind of a lackadaisical
Yeah, that
catch
was a-
considering someone's on first base and Whit.
And the cutoff man was way over facing the third base side, which that's different.
Questionable defense for Toronto here.
They're not no Detroit defense.
Comes Hunter Dozier, big 2-run shot last night. At Kauffman Stadium.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Slide step action.
Yep, that ball
Quick
went
road
out.
trip here for the Royals. For 3, back to face the White Sox to K next week.
He's going.
What's on it?
Nope.
And Whit, she way there. I mean, you talk about Monty having time to do his taxes. He had time to get his refund.
We're gonna see Whit and Mondi just battle at getting stolen bases.
That was stolen bases from those guys. 2 outs. Single scores
We
Whit.
got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 count here to Dozier. Roof closed in Toronto.
What was on high heat today?
I remember when they had the, was it 2 years ago that they had a leak on the roof in Toronto? Like the Royals had a game postponed indoors.
You got a full count?
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I do not remember that for some reason.
You should. It's in your wheelhouse of memory.
It is. 2005 and on. I'm shocked he actually had contact with that.
Pleasant, get that. Go to first. And the inning's over. Can't capitalize on Went. We all know what happened in that 2015 AL East Championship for Toronto.
Very true. Danny
Leading off
Jansen.
for the Jays,
He's catching
the
it.
catcher, number 9.
Saw his debut at Kauffman Stadium, actually.
DJ over here?
2 years ago.
Ball, that's out.
It was a string of Royals. They had like 3 or 4 games delayed, like in a row. One of them was for a sprinkler that went off in the bullpen. The other ones were like real rain.
Now that I remember that one. I remember the sprinkler on the bullpen
The
incident.
Blue Jays didn't start till like 9 o'clock at night or something like that. They had to get the game in because Bink and Kramer don't speak of what's happening. Why? Oh, I get it.
Batting
I
9,
get it.
the center fielder, Derek.
But you've already mentioned it, so.
Well, it started slow, all right? It was hard to believe it's still in existence.
Well, you already jinxed it.
No, I didn't jinx anything, Kramer.
Yes, you did. You already mentioned it. It's
Shut
on.
up, Kramer. That's right, 1985 World Series went through Toronto as well for the Royals. We know how that finished out. They're probably tired of the Royals.
I think 100 comments before the 4th inning is a record for us so far.
That's a new record.
We don't have 10 likes, though, which I'm a little disappointed about.
Yeah, me too. A little disappointed. Have some more Purell if you want to, Kramer.
I've been soaking my body in Purell. Usually.
My hands are starting to turn red with washing them all the time. It's not happening to anybody else. Fisher strikes out there for.
Now batting, the second baseman, go.
Well, we got to those 10 likes real quick.
Here's Joe Panic. Had the walk first inning against Montgomery.
Nope, that's the ball.
I'm missing somebody on my score sheet. I might just throw it away.
They keep changing the lineups.
It's like I only have 9.
Did they change the lineup on you? They changed the lineup on me.
I only got 8 players that they've batted on my list.
That's
Oh,
ball
well, I'll figure it out.
The count 3-0.
3. He's not pitching
reason-
Panic well at
He's
all.
not. Something about Joe Panic.
He hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Charlie Montoya, the manager for the Blue Jays.
There you go. He gets the strike on him finally. Yes, using moisturizer is that putting on some lotion after you wash your hands. That's the go-to right now.
Yeah, I don't have moisturizer. I just got to use a lot of hand sanitizer. My hands have never been this clean.
That's. I'm glad it's clean now, Big.
And Panic will take another base on balls here for Montgomery.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. steps in. He too walked earlier in this game. There's the Blue Jays mascot.
What's the Blue Jays mascot name, Binkley? Do you know it?
All right, what are the mascots we've seen so far? You saw Southpaw.
Southpaw Paws.
Paws in Detroit.
We've seen Slugger.
We've seen Slugger.
What was that green thing? Oh, was that Paw? No, that was Southpaw. No, that's the only ones we've seen. Paws, Southpaw, and Slugger so far. Now we got the Blue Jays mascot.
I think it's Ace.
Does the YouTube chat line know this?
They've had several. Blue Jay mascots. B.J. Birdie was replaced by Ace and Diamond.
So this one Ace or Diamond?
B.J. Birdie was 79 to 99. Ace 2000 to present. Diamond was 2000 to 2003. I think they had two, but this is
This one's
Ace.
Ace. And that's the thing. He can't pitch to Joe Panic well. And he cannot pitch to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. well.
Every time that bird's being shown.
It's true. It's
The Wolf.
Marine asked how our flight was last night. Well, it wasn't bad.
A little bumpy.
Binkley was flying it. He had to drop me off in Toronto. Not Toronto, in Buffalo.
And O'Hearn will take that one. Once again, Montgomery looking, man, you can say he's looking pretty sharp.
I would have to say so too, Binkley.
Absolutely. A couple walks for Montgomery so far. We'll check the box scores. In the fifth inning, Soler present. Gordon will bat for the Royals this inning. It's Tanner Roark. 46 pitches for Tanner through four. Not working the count like they have in previous games.
Hey, not bad. 46 pitches through only 3 innings. That's actually
No, that's good.
That's good.
I'm just saying they're not
for the
working
Royals.
the
Yeah,
count.
no, they're not working it as usual.
1-0.
Ray Soler takes a first pitch ball.
My first time out of the country, Binkley.
Welcome to the Rogers Center.
Snuck in here.
Kramer rode in the cargo hold.
With a chip on Salvi from Zach Johnson.
Oh, yeah, we haven't played any chips so far.
We haven't played a chip so
So
far.
far, what, 2-2?
Yep.
2-2 in the year. You and I are tied.
Yep. So I called Salvi and Dozier's yesterday.
Kramer's brought to you by Fesco in the morning when he talks. 5:58 to 10 o'clock a.m. My alarm clock is set to listen to Bob and Josh.
When'd you wake up this morning, Binkley?
5:58. We're over to Les. Soler's out.
When I woke up, I was halfway through Cody and Gold.
I'm surprised you didn't wake up during the drive.
Salvador.
If I had the
Well, you've
chance.
been early bird gets the worm. Early bird gets the Fesco.
It's true.
I love how Matheny said, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it." Wasn't that kind of our motto?
It was.
Sal Perez out number 2 in the inning. That's right. Today he was talking about Gordon. We've typically had Gordon
The left fielder.
batting in the bottom of the lineup,
Gordon.
Yeah, it's
but we've moved him up. He's hitting 6th tonight.
which it's well deserved.
Alex Gordon playing great baseball for the Royals this year. Good to have him back. Royals 9-2 on the season.
Oh, that was a good rip.
Indians 7-6. White Sox have turned things around 6-6. The Royals saw them on the opening series of the year. They'll see the White Sox when they return to the K Monday.
Ball 1.
1-1 count for Gordon.
And then after our next trip back home, we are going to be on a nice road stand for about 14 games. Not 14, but 7, maybe 8 games.
You get the White Sox and the Blue Jays. Gordon gets the third out. Quick moving game here in Toronto. Still scoreless. Uriel Jr., Hernandez, and Bichette for Toronto. Fourth inning.
Leading off for the Jays.
And once we get back to
Shortstop.
Chicago and Baltimore, we go on a 10-game road
Green
stand.
out.
Pack your bags.
Make sure to bring the extra underwear, Binkley.
Go for your towel this time. I know you like your own, not the hotel's towel.
Every once in a while.
You're a piece of work, Kramer.
Would you classify me as a diva?
I do. Now, I think you're kind of a diva on these road trips. You like your per diem. You eat well.
Oh, nice defensive play.
Great defensive play there for Monty. I'm the type of guy that spends the evenings in the hotel bar.
Now
Unwinding for the day.
fielder.
Yeah, and I'm
It's real catch me tonight.
yeah, I'll be there with you.
All right. Save you a seat, Kramer. Last weekend, Kramer and I had pizza. And this is just a word of advice. Instead of marinara, we had buffalo sauce as the sauce on the pizza. Pepperoni. And it was pretty spicy. So if you're ordering pizza,
Not too bad.
yeah, think about the buffalo sauce on there. And last Sunday, a disaster I had in the kitchen trying to make something that actually was pretty easy.
Very, very easy, Binkley.
But I screwed it up.
If I can make it, I know you can.
Yeah. That's why I got Jimmy John's number programmed in my phone. I've been supporting the local economy because I can't cook. 2-2 count here for Montgomery.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Zach Johnson says we should bean the whole team. I'm with that. I like beanballs. I like fights.
We're taking on the Astros.
Yeah, that's going to be a strike.
Strike him out looking. See Oscar.
Boy, he has struck out a couple times here on Montgomery. Southpaw Fulham. Here comes the son of Dante with the Canadian passport on his head. Kentucky Waterfall. Business in front, party in back. It's like the Chiefs' new punter, Tyler Newsome.
So you're growing your mold out.
He's got a little bit of a Kitty Powers going on. I need a haircut, that's for sure. Been a couple weeks. I'm usually an every 2-week guy for a haircut. Oh, and that's going to drop. That's the first hit given up by Mike Montgomery this game. You might think it's interesting because he's had his share of walks. But Bichette gets a hold of one here. That's the first walk, or the first hit surrendered by Montgomery. I was kept waiting for that great defensive play. It's all, no hitters. You have perfect games.
There's always one great
perfect
defensive
plays.
Bo Bichette is actually also a threat to steal on the base paths as well, so they better watch out. Salvi has that gun back there.
Jennifer said she had Minsky's yesterday, too. Can't go wrong with that. Nick Davies, I didn't jinx anything.
I think you did.
And that's going to go down the line. Gordon will get it fired into Arteaga.
I think you mentioned the no-hitter at the end of the second.
No, I didn't.
You did?
Rewind the tape.
Number 44.
I'm not going to rewind that. But yeah,
I'm going to deny that till the end.
I'm pretty sure please type yes in the chat if you heard Binkley say he hasn't given.
All right, I said it, all right? But I didn't mean to, and I quickly redacted it. Jennifer Morris loves Colquitt. Well, last year they had Jack Fox in training camp challenging Dustin Colquitt. He ended up being on the practice squad, but he's been then he was let go. He was let go twice for the Chiefs last year. He's in Detroit right now trying to find it. But Tyler Newsome, the former Notre Dame punter, 44-yard averages last season at Notre Dame. And Dustin Colquitt's $2.6 million cap hit this year, so final year of his contract. We shall see. And the Chiefs don't really use a punter very kind of like the Maytag repairman. This is over here. Zach is going to Sanzetti's. What type of food is that, Zach? You have me intrigued.
I want to say it's Italian food. I'm just going on a guess because I do not know either.
Love to try it. Kramer and I'd like to go have drinks with a lot of you all. Except a couple of you. Oh, and another strikeout for Montgomery. At the K when the Royals get back in action. I don't know, Tyrell. I'm not going to read too much into it. You should always be challenging guys for positions. Nobody should ever be safe. I'm there for you what Bill Snyder said to me once at Big 12 Media Days a few years ago. He had his entire, this Heidi Whiting talking. She made the road trip up there. Uh-oh. He had his entire offensive line coming back. And I asked him, or actually I didn't ask him. He was in the main conference room, and he was asked about having his line come back. And he says, yeah, you would think that's a good thing, but if guys feel content and safe in their jobs, I want to constantly see competition and things improving. Very impressed with Bill Snyder.
I am putting my chip down right now on
O'Hearn. O'Hearn did lead the Royals, 343 average and 5 home runs in spring training this year. Kind of battling out with Boom Boom McBroom.
Oh, that's the pitch right there to do it on a high inside pitch. You can easily
that would have been
rotate
tough to turn
the hits.
That around.
Oh no, that's the easiest one to hit. The inside, up and in.
That's the ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
40 watching now. Thank you for joining the broadcast here on YouTube. Every night the Royals play, we have a game for you. In Detroit last night, in Toronto tonight. It's where the Royals would be tonight, right now.
At this time.
If the Royals were actually playing, this is where they'd be. But we're simulating the action. Tanner Roark versus Mike Montgomery tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Have a nice cold Miller Lite for your friends at Miller Lite.
If you are watching, though, please leave a like.
And a Vineyard Variety Pack from Vine Coolers, KC Wine Company. And O'Hearn strikes out, you lose your chip. By the way, if you're playing at home now, you can play 2 chips for home runs. We're having a little fun for games.
You know, the funny thing is, our viewers have not even predicted a home run right yet.
No, they haven't. They've been pretty bad.
Okay.
I don't mean to be rude.
You said you were. That was
chat box. I'm just being realistic.
1-0.
Very rude.
$149 comments so far. Boy, you guys are talkative tonight.
Lively tonight. We enjoyed that.
A lot of you have made friends, and I'd like to see that. And 1-1 count now for Lopez.
1-1.
Bulked up Nicky Lopez in the offseason.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And they're going to call that one a ball. 2-1 count. Tanner Roark needs a new baseball. Even in simulated baseball, it gets a little scuffed.
It does. Well, yeah. Usually you want to get that little bit of scuff, though, if you're pitching. This is a little inside tip. If you can scratch it with your nail long enough and get like a little bit more of a grip when you're trying to throw your breaking pitches, it actually works into the pitcher's favor.
I would kind of call that scuff that you have on your face. What the hell are you doing with your face? Is it a porn stash?
I'm trying to be like Royals virtual head coach, Mike Matheny.
Do you guys like Kramer's porn stash?
To be honest, I don't think they can see it in this distance. They can't see it in this distance, Bink.
Don't forget, 7th inning stretch. We all sing together.
Counted
And
3-2.
full count here for Lopez. Or Arteaga on deck for the Royals. Called up from AAA.
We appreciate you, Tyro, for watching.
Oh! Lopez strikes out. We might have to do some pinch hitting here for the virtual Mike Matheny later in the game.
Yeah.
Try to get something going on offense.
It's a,
Tanner Roark has been on fire. Again, last year, 4-3 with the 4.58 when he was in Oakland. Just his 4th career start against the Royals. He's 1-0 with the 4.37 lifetime.
1-0.
see, I can see Arteaga hitting a bomb here.
Gonna need a zoom on that stash, Kramer.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, they cannot see it from this distance.
You can walk over to that camera and put your stash right in front of it.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
You can walk right up to the camera and put your stash on there for everybody to see.
Hey, point at the camera again, Binkley. And point a little bit down, a little over to your right, a little bit further down. And those are the people that Miller Lite and the Vineyard Variety Pack.
Our friends at Miller
Yeah,
Lite.
exactly.
And the KC Wine Company.
Just like what I did there.
I did like that. I want you to go up there and put your face in front of that
I
camera.
don't feel Bink. I don't.
Please?
Don't feel comfortable doing that.
I want people to see your stash.
It's so
We
thin.
got 47 viewers. Come
All right,
on.
all right.
All right, here you go.
After Arteaga hits a home
All
run.
right. After Arteaga's plate appearance, Kramer. Actually, we got to check box scores.
Yeah, we'll check box scores and I'll go up there and.
Kramer is going to go show you all his stash. I'd like an honest assessment of his face. And Arteaga strikes out for the second time tonight.
Strikes out looking once again.
Here we go. We'll check the box scores tonight. Brought to you by 435 Podcast Network. Whit Merrifield chimes in with 2 hits tonight, 2 for 2, raising his average to 375. The only other hit for the Royals, 1 hit for Adalberto Mondesi so far. And Kramer is now getting close to the camera. But Mike Montgomery's gone 4 innings, 2 hits now, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. All right, Kramer, put your face in front of the camera. No, down, 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 down. What do you guys think of Kramer's mustache? Little weak. Thanks, Kramer.
It's thin.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that.
It's really thin.
Well, Humberto came up, Sonny, because we needed a shortstop. We could have put Nicky Lopez there, but we called up Humberto. He might have made this team as a utility. Played a little bit last year for the Royals, and Monday got hurt.
Gosh, that was like, I'm glad I didn't have any bats in the cave. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Is that Johnson says young man style?
I mean, I am 23.
Kramer's mustache. Brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red. We appreciate all of you watching
Peach
tonight.
fuzz, Zach says.
Yeah, it is peach fuzz. It really is.
Kramer Sansone, product of Northwest Missouri State. He played baseball up there. And he quickly found himself in radio.
You're not wrong about that one, B.
Lopez and Barlow in the pen. Mike Matheny loves Jorge Lopez.
.23, Sean. Dirty Sean.
Heidi has a better stat than your brother.
Nice. Thanks, Carter.
Aaron Judge. Cleveland's up 10-1 on Tampa Bay. Cleveland 7-6 on the season. Looking to go 8-6. Probably will. Santana's homered for the Indians. And 7 President trap that one. 73 pitches now for Montgomery. Full count now for Montgomery on Jansen. It's a foul ball. Nick Davies is asking how many times did you strike out at the hands of UCM. And Dozier will have that one. Fires over O'Hearn.
Good question.
Now batting.
I didn't play during that series.
It seems like every series you didn't play in, I bring it up.
No, it's like because it's like I was platooned. So we had sort of like on the I didn't. So the thing is, I never made the varsity club because I left in my sophomore year. Well, junior year. So just Pitt State. Played Truman.
How'd you do against Pitt State?
I did raked. I didn't hit any home runs though, but I still got on base.
Royals with the shift on.
No, UCM's the only school I didn't play against.
Huh?
Yeah.
I thought it was sent a question on Washington, didn't there, or something? That was an MIAA team. Or no, Fort Hayes or Port. We got a question on the air one time about that.
I thought it was UCM. No, it was Emporia.
What need your highlights?
It was Emporia.
On YouTube.
Oh, there was
You
no
throw
video.
them on our YouTube channel and see Kramer highlights.
Gosh.
I'm all for it. And Montgomery will fire that one into O'Hearn. Well-pitched game so far.
Number 2, second baseman, Joe.
Brady Singer
Tanner.
on the mound tomorrow. Against Trent Thornton. Joe Panic, a couple walks today, hitting just 136 in the season, though. Montgomery hasn't been able to figure him out tonight. And he'll be ahead in the count here against Joe Panic.
I did participate in the Dayton Moore's wiffle ball tournament.
Did you really?
Yep. Participated for 6'10".
Oh, that's right, you
One
did.
ball, one strike.
I was coaching that 2 years ago.
I think that was like my 4th week or 3rd week with you guys.
And Panic will take that one as well. 1-2 now for Montgomery. Walked Panic a couple times tonight. Royals looking to go 10-2. The Arteaga over to O'Hearn
He's out.
for the inning. Into 5. Still scoreless. Merrifield, Mondesi, and Dozier. I'm a Pittsburgh State Gorilla. Kramer's a Bearcat of Northwest Missouri State.
Kind of a rivalry right there, Binky.
That's right. Here comes Whit Merrifield. 2 for 2. 2 singles on the day. Hitting 375 now.
Pretty sure we own you in that category too.
Just in your memory. It was a lot rougher than that for a long time. And Whit will take that one right up the middle. Oh, it's going to be stopped and out at first base for Whit Merrifield. Wow. Tanner Roark.
The designated hitter, Adalberto.
Tanner Roark he's dealing. Like same with Mike Montgomery, they're both dealing. They're both able to force those. I mean, of course, they're all swinging the bat, but they're forcing those hits to where their defense can make the plays for them.
We spoke too soon about that Blue Jay defense.
That's outside.
There's a bad throw into the infield by Teoscar Hernandez. It happens all the time, dude.
Monty, a top 10 hitter in the American League. And that'll go straight back to Roark. Goes over to Les for out number 2. Boy, they're just not getting good wood on the baseball tonight.
Now batting, third baseman.
Royals are hitting 303 as a team. Blue Jays hitting just 221 as a team.
Appreciate all of you watching. Subscribe. Make sure you do that. Turn on the notifications icon. And don't forget to like this video. Let's get to 20 likes. I want that now.
Can we get to 20? We have 14 right now.
We will sing for you.
Do we have 16? Do we have 16? 17? Do we have 17?
I mean, we'll sing for you in the bottom of the 7th, but we hope you join in on the singing.
And Kramer showed you his mustache.
That's true. I did show you that.
When'd you shave?
Last time I shaved this mustache? Or last time I shaved my face?
I'm letting it go, man.
About 4 days ago.
I have more hair on my face than my head. You see this?
Well, not anymore. You have more hair on your
this is really
head.
short, but when I'm laying on the couch or whatever, I get this crinkle that I've never had. You know, like you can tell when I'm laying down.
Kind of like bedhead.
But now I've got to sport the Miller Lite Royals hat from our friends at Miller Lite.
These are actually really comfortable, too.
What's that?
They're comfortable.
Yeah, nice. And a strike there, 2-2
Not
Carroll.
my first team of choice, but it's still comfortable.
I'm glad you're sporting it. Kevin's putting a chip on Vlad.
Oh, it was kind of cool. We had a little inter-squad against KU once.
And Dozier. Gonna foul that one.
Strikes out.
And Dozier will strike out there. Tanner Roark on a roll. Middle of the 6th. Still scoreless.
And this is a very quick pace of play type of game. The game has only been going on for 50 minutes, and we're in the bottom of the 6th.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. Kevin's putting a chip on him. We haven't seen any chips on opposing players.
We've not seen that yet. We don't do that, do we?
No.
Yeah, see, we don't.
I do at the Real K.
The Real K?
I have been known to do it. Vlad Guerrero tied his shoes before this at bat.
I was at the Royals game last season where Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit the grand slam of the night. I left before that grand slam, but
One.
And Guerrero will take that one. His dad, of course, in the Hall of Fame.
I'm guessing Kevin, who's put a chip down on him, is probably a Blue Jays fan, I'm assuming.
Probably so. Rashad Breeland back at the Chiefs for a year. Didn't see it. Check out 610sports.com.
Jared lost his chip on Dozier.
I still have yet to play one.
Yeah, it's in the bottom of the 6th, but usually.
Oh, I know, but I mean, they didn't hit.
Who's due up for the Royals? Salvi? No, we have Soler, Salvi, and Gordon. I might use my chip in that order.
Chips will be played.
Nope.
And Monty's going to walk Vlad Guerrero Jr. again.
Now, the real question is, how long are we going to see Montgomery? We got 90 pitches right now. I would not be surprised if we have. Oh, here we go.
Right here. Virtual Mike Matheny making the pitching change.
Let's go, Lopez.
This pitching change brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red. Well, is it going to be Barlow or Lopez? I want to go Lopez. Hopefully it's Lopez.
Yeah, the way 8 straight balls for Montgomery to start the game.
Yep.
And settled it down, got that strikeout.
He's not happy.
Hernandez,
He's not happy.
And rolled
Your
on.
attention, please. Now pitching
Here comes Jorge Lopez again for the Royals. Makes his 6th appearance so far early this season. Virtual Mike Matheny really trusts Jorge Lopez.
He's more of their long inning type of guys. I'm actually kind of surprised he put him in here in the 6th. Maybe if it was like the 4th or 5th inning, it makes more sense to actually put Lopez in here. I mean, granted, it is 0-0, so if this does, in case, go to extra innings, I'm not saying it's going to happen. But you at least know you can at least get 50 to 60 pitches out of Lopez.
That's true. There's Ace.
Ace. I should write that down, all the mascots we've seen. I'll do that.
And Jorge Lopez, 94 miles an hour. 0-1 count now. .95 is Jorge Lopez dials it up at a 1-1 count. Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
No, that's Down.
And the Toronto fans on their feet.
And I think they can get something going. Oh,
Man.
just by the glove.
Gets by Nicky Lopez. 2 on now for the Blue Jays that have something cooking here in the 6th with no outs.
Now batting, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Nope.
Jorge Lopez, usual starter for the Royals, but he moved to the bullpen this year. Almost had a perfect game in Minnesota a couple years ago. Broke it up in the 9th.
That's rough. Oh, that's going to get down.
And that's going to get down. That'll score as well. Here's Jorge Soler playing in right field tonight. Hurt will fire that to Salvador Perez. But the Blue Jays now up 1-0 here in the 6th.
Yes.
Well, it's just a tough spot right there when you get it there.
Mm-hmm. And that run that his score is going to be charged on Mike Montgomery's on his ERA.
Real money. Lopez let a couple inherited runners come in this year.
Mm-hmm.
Bobichette. With that Canadian passport on his head.
Ball inside.
And Bichette will take that one. 2-1 count. And Soler will be there for the catch. He'll fire it in there. And they're going home. We did right.
Hey, they got that sac fly with Bichette with that.
The right fielder,
2-0.
Grichuk.
1 for 2 is Randall Grichuk from the Cardinal. 283 this season.
The count 1-1.
1-1 count now. And Lopez will get a strike there. First of 3 in Toronto. Outside for Lopez. And Lopez gets a swing and a miss. There.
Good, you got a strikeout with that one after giving up 2 runs.
He needed that one.
He
2
did.
outs now for the Royals.
Because they could have had another sac fly and it would have been 3-0.
It's true. 143 for Tellez. Really struggling at the plate this year. Kyril's firing up the grill. He's making chicken tonight, he says.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm going to virtually send us some chicken.
I once made Bloody Mary chicken. I'm not a chef at all, as you well know, but I can grill.
You can grill, it's good.
I made my chicken like a Bloody Mary. I marinated vodka, Bloody Mary mix, just like a Bloody Mary,
The count 2-1.
and marinated it, cooked it, grilled it, and ate it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. You know, it's kind of creative for me, I will say.
Nicky going to get there.
And
No.
that's going to get underneath Nicky Lopez. Big inning for the Blue Jays, 3-0. First of 3 in Toronto. Brady Singer on the mound yesterday,
Number
or
9.
on the mound tomorrow, not yesterday. That would be impossible. Scott Barlow and Josh Stamont in the pen for the Royals. Danny Jeets. called up a couple years ago, back in 18, in Kauffman Stadium. A whole lot of guys are making their debut around then. And Lopez will get Jansen. Jorge gets out of the inning, but the Blue Jays strike for 3. Soler, Perez, and Gordon. The Royals need to get that offense on fire.
I think this is the inning that will happen. I'll put my chip down on Soler right now.
Are you doing it now on Soler?
Putting it on Soler. I think this is going to start off a great inning for the Royals. You're going to at least tie it or even possibly take the lead this inning. I have a hunch.
Bassett Miller in the pin for the Blue Jays. Warming up. Jorge Soler, 5 home runs this season. Leads the Royals. He's 4th in American League in home runs.
Ball, that's kicked out.
We're up to over Comet 200. Congratulations to Comet 200 in the chat box.
30 Sean putting his chip on Soler as well.
Ooh, you wanted that one.
1-1.
30 Sean, you are a smart man. I mean, I didn't really call it that way, Zach. But, I mean, if there was a back-to-back home runs, that'd be pretty sweet.
And Tanner Roark. 2-1 count now. Bassett Miller in the pin for the Blue Jays. See if Montoya will come out and get Tanner Roark. Who's been efficient with his pitches so far.
You missed a lot of center field.
Slayer gets a hold of that one. And it'll be caught in center field. Chip down on Perez.
Number 13.
He's Mr. Chip Getter, Salvador Perez.
That's right. A chip we placed on Sal Perez to go yard.
0 for 2 in that with 2 groundouts.
Yeah, Dirty Sean says Soler seeing the ball. Yeah, he is seeing the ball well. He was a little bit of a slump there, but he's back. Sal Perez takes a strike. 87 miles an hour. Pitch number 86 for Tanner Roark.
Terrell has a chip down on Salvador Perez as well.
And Sal will take that one for a strike.
Back-to-back curveballs.
Saw 22 pitches the Royals did on Tanner Roark in the first inning. He's been under that every set inning since. And Perez will fire that one off. Foul it off, 0-2. And that'll be low. 2-2 count. And Sal Perez will get on base.
It's no home run, but at least a productive hit. Get him on base. Hopefully he can get him around and score.
Now batting.
Knowing Perez's speed, we're not going to see him steal any base paths, but I would not be surprised to do it. A little hit-and-run combination.
Got to do some damage here. Bottom of the lineup comes up. Nicky Lopez has been pretty hot.
Now it would be shocking, as we've seen since Alex Gordon moved up in the lineup. He hasn't really hit him that much. Maybe move him back down and get that bottom of the order start going again.
Boys was good there at the bottom of the order.
Back then,
Matheny say today, let's go to the morning. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. And
We're talking about Alex Gordon.
Might as well bring it back down to 8 after this game, and we'll see if that happens tomorrow.
Probably going to be some lineup changes tonight after the lineup struggling to get some.
I mean, it's
some
only
hits.
this is the first game the lineups have struggled. They're 9-2 basically. It's not like they can just go out and hit 500 the entire season.
Well, it's not over. They've won every series they've played so far. They've played 4 and they've won 4 series.
It's true. They're going to have a 4-game series here, so they have to win 3 of the 4.
And Gordon
That's true.
finds the gap there. Sal Perez dive into third.
Look at him. He's showing off some wheels.
In at first and third. Gordon at first. Salvador Perez at third. Alex Gordon.
That's just heads-up base running by Salvador Perez. He knew that ball was getting down as soon as it was left off the bat, knowing that everybody shifted in the center, out in center field over a little bit, playing the pull on Alex Gordon. Perfect area to put him in, made it third base easily.
Here comes Ryan O'Hearn. He's been platooning with Ryan Boo-Boo McBroom, the birthday boy.
Not be surprised if we see a 3-run shot here. I don't have any chips.
I do. I'm not going to play it.
I think you should. That's just me. Our YouTube comment section's not liking Ace right now.
Not liking the... And O'Hearn, not looking good. That at bat. 61 strikes now for Roark.
Number 1, second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Here comes Nicky Lopez. 5-game hitting streak. Coming into the ninth. 97 pitches now for Tanner Roark.
You gotta think this might be his last inning, if he can get out of it.
I don't see him coming back. Lopez going to pop that one
Oh!
up. Oh! It was almost a collision there between Jansen and Perez.
Imagine if that was actually something. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks, and I don't care if I ever get back. So it's root for the Royals. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at
The old ball game.
Yeah, we got it in. Jorge Lopez going to stay in the game for the boys in blue. Sound like the Astros.
Exactly.
96 miles an hour for
I was
Lopez.
just on beat with the game.
Holland and Staumont. Holland up for the Royals now. Ian Kennedy looks on. Ian Kennedy leads the league in saves.
Apparently I look like a Jags fan with this teal on.
Oh, the
That's
teal.
what, I mean, I'm not a Jags fan at all.
I got the count 1 and 2.
I don't know if I should even tell him what fan I am. I'll get turned on real quick.
Oh, no, I wouldn't mention that. It's
I
your
got
own
the count
dirty
2
little
and 2.
secret.
No, people know. People know. If you know, you know.
And you're looking like Gardner Minshew with the stack.
Hey, okay, there we go. I like that one. I like that one. Wish I had his thighs. Doing just more squats.
And Lopez gets another strikeout.
Checking out the fish.
The batter.
Seen some good velocity from Lopez tonight. Velocity we haven't seen so far this year.
Tanner.
Up to 96. One away.
Yep, that ball went out.
When was the Jags' first year? I don't think it was 95. I thought it was like early 2000s.
No, it was 90s.
And the only playoff team I remember them with is with Byron Leftwich as the quarterback.
Don't remember Brunell?
Oh, I forgot about Brunell.
No, that's low.
Joe Panic has gotten a walk, and he's grounded out to shortstop.
That's ball 3.
95.
95? Yeah, okay. You're right, Zach. No, the Texans was in 2000. Right?
3-1 count for Lopez.
I didn't play in Madden 95. I was -1 at that time.
Brandon Cooks true to the Texans tonight. Rappaport.
They got a washed-up running back off of a trade, and they got a washed-up wide receiver out of a trade. Oh, strikeout Panic looking. 2 strikeouts this inning.
A couple walks early in this game. And Mike Montgomery fooled
Now
several
batter,
times. But
third baseman.
Jorge Lopez not going to be
Vladimir
fooled. Strikeout looking.
Jr.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. steps in.
Ball 1, no strike.
0 for 1 tonight. Does have 2 walks. Lopez down this count. And he's going to get a strike there at 95 miles an hour.
1 strike.
Four-seam fastball. Kind of looked like two-seam, though. He was sinking there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice
Right to
play,
Hearn.
Hearn.
And the Royals need to get something going here. Running out of opportunities. Arteaga will lead off. Berto Arteaga called up from
The shortstop.
Omaha, even though they were supposed to start their season today.
Arteaga.
Never got that chance.
Nope, didn't start that off. He was thinking, all right, I'd rather play for the ball club and start tonight.
He takes a strike there.
He struck out twice this game. Both were looking, so he's going to have to figure something out. Unless he might take another trip back to Omaha.
One ball, 1 strike.
25,220 at the game tonight.
Not bad here at Rogers Center.
And a strike
One
there
ball,
for
2 strikes,
Arteaga.
count.
1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Roark, 2-2 count here.
It's up to 102 pitches. Man.
Keeping him in. Pitched well tonight.
Yeah, no, he has been.
Hot lineup with the Royals.
I thought it was going to be something different. Oh, that's...
And Arteaga
Gonna
makes
get
it
it.
interesting. Oh, he gets it to Roark for the out.
No. There's no way.
Now batter.
You got to
No,
challenge
the
it if you're
Pussy gonna
Matheny.
take a look at that.
I would take a look at that if I was...
Is he going to challenge that or not?
I would have to say you would have to.
Boy, that was close at first base.
I'm not going to challenge it. I thought he was
You're going to
safe.
challenge it. Whit Merrifield steps up plate.
Wow.
And they can go for some Whit magic. 2 for 3 tonight.
I don't know about that one, Binkley. I think he was safe.
You know what? You're not going to get any argument here, Cream Dog.
Nope.
Jay Binkley, Kramer Sandstone, Simulated Toronto. And Whit's going to drop that down. With his speed, he's still out. Arden Tellez makes the play at first. 2 away for the Royals.
You kind of have to question that
Here in the
decision.
8th.
Up next for the Royals.
Wood has 2 hits already. I don't understand why he was trying to... Maybe if it was... I mean, not like he had
Yeah,
it...
he's just trying to surprise. He's trying
That's
to
true.
get on base, spark this lineup any way he could. Taking one for the team, Adalberto Mondesi.
Honestly, the way this game started with back-to-back hits off with Merrifield and Mondesi to start this game off, I did not expect it still to be Roark in the game, and Royals have 0 runs.
Yeah, Roark's just cruising. 4-7 4-3 last year with the Oakland A's. 4-5-8. Of course, he was with Cincinnati as well. And Mondi will fly out number 3. Tanner Roark, 105 pitches so far for the Blue Jays. Middle of the 8th inning.
I will put out our... This has gone by so quick that I'm ready to put out the post-game phone line.
Post-game phone line will be out here in just a minute. Greg Holland comes in, making his 6th appearance for the Royals.
Number 35.
6.23 ERA this season for Greg Holland.
Make sure to call during the post-game, not before. Make sure it's before, during the post-game.
913-744-3864 as we've commandeered Jason Katz's phone. And Greg Holland gets top of the count there at 94 miles an hour for Greg. It's one of the hardest pitches we've seen him throw this year. And Greg's going to be in this count 0-2.
They had 3 outs to work with to at least score 1 run. They have not been shut out at all this year.
No.
One
Well, they
ball,
took a loss, so
2
they
strikes.
led 4-2 going into the 9th.
Yep.
On Monday night against Detroit.
If you would take that and make it a win, they would have. Royals could have right now be on, I believe, an 8-game winning streak, but it's not. Up 4-2 and you blow it, man. That's rough.
1-2 count. Holland gets the sign.
Ball, that's out.
And ball there. Greg Holland, 2-2 count. Gray gets that one down to Nicky Lopez, 2-0 Hearn. Out number 2. Out number 1, excuse me. Getting ahead of myself.
Now batting, the left fielder, Teoscar.
Teoscar Hernandez had an RBI double in his last at bat. Looking to do some more.
186 average stands out though.
It does. They're trying to find anything and everything that they can to at least get the bats going. I mean, they're 3-9 to start the season. Might be 4-9.
Looking to go 4-9. The Royals need some magic.
I don't think it's happening though. You still need to use your last chip.
I know. It'll be played this inning. I have to.
Ball that's outside.
Get Roark out of the damn game.
That's the number one thing you need to do right now is
They
get
have
rolling.
not made solid contact with him.
And their closer, I believe, is Ken Giles.
He was warming up.
Yep.
And that'll drop for a hit for Toronto. Teoscar Hernandez on base again.
Oh, solid contact.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Look at that slider that came right back into the top of part of the zone.
Orky Slayer in right field tonight.
Got the shot.
That's right, Mananigans. We got this. 3-0. So if you come back for the Royals, power lineup coming up next.
Royals aren't losing this game, Binkley. I don't think it's going to happen.
Bo Bichette. So close to 20 likes. And no
Got to touch the bag.
We'll pick it up.
Okay, good.
A little bit surprised the Hearn just didn't step on the bag himself instead of throwing it to Holland.
A little interesting play. As long as the out was made, that's all that matters to
That's
me.
what matters. I was a little bit surprised he decided to give that to Holland.
Doesn't matter how ugly it is as long as it gets done. But you got a runner in scoring position. 2 outs.
A hotel in Toronto in the outfield.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
1 for 3, former Cardinal.
Has pop. He does have pop in his bat.
Ball.
And Greg Holland. 1-0
Ball
count.
1, no strike.
That's right. There was no fans in that Baltimore game that Manigans is speaking of.
There's usually no fans at that ball game anyways.
There's not a lot of fans in Baltimore anyway. But there literally was none.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. Greg Holland,
Count is
2-1.
2-1.
Also in the post game, if you do not want to call in, make sure to just keep commenting or even ask us questions through us that way.
Ball that's outside.
3-1 count here for Holland. Holland's going to think about this for a minute. Gets the sign from Perez.
Oh, that's crushed.
Is crushed and gone. 2-run shot for the former Cardinal, and Grichuk. Home run number 3.
I did say Grichuk had pop in his bat earlier.
Oh, he does. 5-0 now, Blue Jays. And Greg surrenders another 2-run home run. Boy, this Toronto lineup is in 221. Coming in the night's game. 303 for the Royals, but they didn't play that well. Tanner Roark steaming towards the player of the game. $5-0 Blue Jays.
Now batting, number 44.
And our numbers are dropping.
Yeah.
5-0.
Oh, I feel bad now. Well, it just happens.
Off the plate.
Aren't there probably the people who get mad, they turn it off, like, okay, I have to go back and watch it. I did that. I've done that multiple times while watching sporting events. Nothing wrong with it.
Greg Holland, a little bit upset out there, you know. Did not like that home run at Grichuk.
We practiced this before the game, before the show.
Grichuk.
Yeah, Grichuk went bomb.
Should have plucked him.
Should have punked him. Yeah, if he ends up batting again, I think they should. I don't think he's not going to bat again. Well, he might
I would hope not.
in the 9th or 10th maybe.
The Royals need a big comeback here in the bottom of the ninth. But they have hit 18 home runs this year.
3.
And Holland gets a strikeout of Rowdy Tellez to end the inning.
That's good. You get the home run, but you got to strike out the next batter. You're still in it.
A 2-run home run by Gritchick.
Yeah, off the foul pole, too. See how it went. Yep.
Just inside of it.
Your attention, please.
Here comes Justin Miller, making his 8th appearance for the Blue Jays so far this year.
Justin Miller.
Gone man, I don't know why Holland's pitching. It's
not our decision.
Hunter Dozier at the
Leading off
plate.
for the Royals, the third baseman.
The heart of the order for the Royals right now, and you have to put your chip down. You are sitting pretty good.
All right, I'm placing it here. Chip down. Dozier versus Miller. 1 count. Nine and 2 Royals.
2.
0-2 count now on
No
Dozier.
balls, 2 strikes.
Man, Dozier's going to swing at that one. Not a good at-bat. Tanner Roark smiling there in the
Now
Blue Jays
batting.
dugout.
He hit only 105 pitches. Why don't you just bring him back out for the ninth?
Well, he looked good.
Yeah, he did.
4th career start against the Royals tonight. Well, they trusted him. I told you, they trusted him.
Oh, Slayer wanted that pitch.
Slayer takes a big cut. 5 home runs.
We were asked, do you guys think the virtual Royals are going to make the playoffs?
I do.
I do too. I honestly think that the real Royals could possibly make a good chance to making the real playoffs.
Got to get more consistency in the bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, but that can change by just the person's demeanor or how the team's going day by day.
Tanner Roark held the keys tonight.
Dirty Sean's averaging a beer per half inning.
Nice job. Good average.
Ball 2. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
A lot of Canadian passports for the Blue Jays.
Is it No Man? Or Going Man? He said, love this, guys. I'll be tuning in often.
Thank you,
for
sir.
doing
We
this.
do
Yeah.
this every single night. Game number 12 on the season. Royals 9-2 so far.
3-1.
Not a good night tonight in Toronto.
I'm going to call him the G-Man.
But check us out tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
We'll have Brady Singer on the mound making his 2nd start for the Royals.
Nope, that's ball 4.
And Slayer will take a walk. So maybe a little something going here. in the
God,
ninth inning.
telling you can't count the Royals. I think they'll at least score this game. Like, they're not going to go scoreless. I don't see that happening.
We'll see if Salvador Perez, who hit all of his home runs on the last homestand, his bats come to life. Sal Perez can quickly make it 5-2. Miller looks in.
No, there's no Buck Night tomorrow night because we're in Toronto.
We're in Toronto.
We can have a Buck Night at your house. Make some hot dogs for yourself. Get some, I don't know, make some hot dogs.
And unfortunately, we're a few miles away, virtually.
Sure.
Ball, that's in
96 miles an hour. 1-2 count on Perez.
So on Buck Night, what do you usually go for? The hot dogs, the peanuts, or the drinks?
I'm a big fan of the hot dogs. You
Yeah,
know?
same here. You always get
Didn't
4
like
of those.
hot dogs at the ballpark.
Ball, that's off the plate.
2-2 count for Perez.
Buck Night gets a couple of hot dogs for $2 and get a Miller Lite before the first pitch for $3. It's a perfect deal, man.
And Perez going to foul that one off.
Best hot dog condiment. If you say ketchup, Bink, that's
Onions.
not good.
Or jalapenos. I like those on hot dogs.
I think relish is pretty good, mixed with onions.
I put ketchup on them too.
Yeah, that's a hit for Salvi.
And Sal Perez sneaks that one in. The Royals in business. One out here in the bottom of the ninth.
I've been putting a lot of barbecue sauce in my hot dogs lately.
You know what? I like a good barbecue
Or
sauce.
honestly, hot dogs plain are pretty damn good too. I usually might go with the brats. I go with brats more than hot dogs now these days.
Cheeseburger guy. The McBroom burger.
The McBroom burger sounds amazing. I need to make that.
It's his birthday.
Got some patties back at my place. I might grill something up. I have jalapenos as well, so I can figure some things out. I'll make that tonight, and then I'll tell you how it is, Binkley.
We might pinch hit O'Hearn for Boom Boom on his birthday here and see what can happen after Gordon. No? It's his birthday.
It's true. It's his birthday. We'll see. Oh, well.
And Gordon.
If we get there. We'll do it. How about that?
All right.
How about you all think that's a good idea? If we get to O'Hearn pinch hit for McBroom.
And Gordon 0-2 in this count. One away for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the ninth. This game moves with alacrity. I heard that term once by Al Michaels. Alacrity means
I don't know what that means.
sped up.
Sped up? That's true, it is.
Alacrity.
The count is 1-2.
The game tomorrow night is at 6. So
6:10 pregame at
6:10.
6. This weekend's games will be at 1 o'clock Central Time.
Inside ball
I like
It's
it.
actually 2 o'clock at noon, but
6.
we'll play them both at 1.
6:10 starts for 6:10 Sports Radio.
That's right. We like 6:10 starts.
That's his foul.
And Gordon. Almost for Gordo. Chomps on the bubble gum again. 2-2 count.
Oh, is that gonna stay up there?
And Gordon will fly out on that one. 2 away.
Oh, terrible throw in the infield.
Or checks it. 2 away here.
All right, that's
Now batting.
Is we are going to pinch hit in this situation.
gotta wait for a second. Substitutions. Ready to go. Ryan O'Hearn. McBroom.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Kansas City. Number 9.
Ryan McBroom will pinch hit
Ryan
for O'Hearn here. It's his birthday.
It is his birthday, Binkley.
Boom, boom, McBroom.
Now, okay, this is what I feel bad now. There's 2 outs.
He gets a hit on his birthday. We'll see if he does it.
Either he gets a hit on his birthday or he ends the game
He's
on
been
his
hitting home
birthday.
runs on the road.
It's true, he has been.
And McBroom will take that one at 86 miles an hour. Boom, boom, McBroom. But he's hitting 375 with runners in scoring position.
I want a birthday dong.
Okay, then. Oh,
You wanted that
0-2
pitch.
count. Chip on Boom Boom from Zach. 26 home runs for Scranton Wilkes-Barre last year.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
75 plate appearance from the left-hand side for against lefties last year for the Royals. I think 282 against him. He's facing a righty here. And that's going to be low. 2-2 count now for the birthday boy.
I hope he does something. I really do.
Figured why not? It's his
Yeah,
birthday.
exactly.
Not let him bat. And takes that one for a full count at 97 miles an hour by Miller.
Now the question is, with the struggling Nicky Lopez, we're going to see Michael Franco off the bench. Has some pop against the...
Oh,
not gonna happen.
Boom Boom's going to strike out. And that's the game. Toronto Blue Jays win it 5-0 over the Kansas City Royals. Royals fall to 9-3. Blue Jays improve to 4-9 on the season. The Royals will still lead the AL Central. 913-744-3864 is our post-game phone line. Make sure you call in and chat about the game or chat about it on likes. There's always tomorrow, as Manigan says. That's right. That's the thing about baseball. cleared out. It was a flight. The Royals played Toronto yesterday. Played in the evening. Had to catch on that plane, fly to Toronto. For this game here, over the Toronto Blue Jays, came in hitting .221 as a team. But tonight they got the job done behind the arm of Tanner Roark. Just no answer for Roark and the Kansas City Royals today. He was fantastic, and he is the player of the game. He had the innings pitched. Surrenders 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, no earned runs, no walks for Tanner Roark tonight. Whit Merrifield did go 2 for 4, and Mondesi went 1 for 4 as well. Merrifield 2 for 4, bringing his average up to 360. Mondesi 1 for 4 as he got a break at shortstop. I look for him to be at shortstop tomorrow. Hunter Dozier played third base today instead of right field, goes 0 for 4. Sal Perez 2 for 4 today, brings that average to 364. Sal Perez 18th in the American League in batting average so far. But as far as the starting pitching, Mike Montgomery takes his first loss of the season. 2-1 now. He goes 5 innings, 2 hits. The 4 walks stand out in the 6 strikeouts for Mike Montgomery. Jorge Lopez comes in for 2. Couple earned runs, and then Greg Holland pitched the inning, gave up 2 earned runs himself. Those are the pitching totals for the Kansas City Royals. Here's the highlights now. And most of these highlights for the Toronto Blue Jays.
As the Blue Jays were just off and going, but it took them a while. Once they got going, everything started speeding up for the Blue Jays. Thing, okay, boom, 8th inning, hit a 2-run shot, home run. But it was just almost as if everything was moving slow, but the game was going fast. It was like those timely hits for the Blue Jays is what brought them to the point where, okay, the Royals can't even come back from this.
Timely hitting, and the Royals just had no answer for Roark.
Roark pitched amazing, had 7 strikeouts, I believe, and going 8 innings, 103 pitches. He could have probably came out in the 9th. I don't know. Over 100 pitches.
I think he was struggling. Comes in 0-0 with a 10 ERA.
That's the thing. The first 2 batters of the game with Merrifield and Mondesi both got singles. So we're both thinking, hey, maybe it's another game for the Royals where they can just lights out everything. But didn't happen there.
Here's a call, 913-744-3864. Boys in blue fall 5-0 to the Toronto Blue Jays. They'll be back in action tomorrow. Brady Singer will make his second start of the season. We have a call from
Irish and Raytown. Irish, you're on the show.
What's up, Irish and Raytown?
Hey, fellas. That was a good game. Just a shame we didn't score any. Hate to see him put 5 up on us, but, what can you do?
No, I'm with you, man.
We've been looking great all season, I don't think this is going to slow us down any.
And 9-3. It's a team in the Blue Jays the Royals should handle. But the one thing is, the Royals have played 4 series. They have 4 straight series wins. They lost the first one to Detroit when they blew that save in the 9th, but then came back and won back-to-back games. So keep your fingers crossed for the weekend in Toronto.
Yeah, no, I think we'll get this series. I don't think that's going to stop us any. I think we'll get some good pitching in tomorrow. Really turn the offense on and really get things going. So, good job, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, thanks, Irish Raytown. That frees up a line for you at 913-744-3864. Always good hearing from Raytown tonight. Home of Crane Brewery, Raytown, Missouri.
Oh, very good brewery.
It's good beer.
Good beer. I wish the Royals would have got this one. I wish they at least would have scored.
It's tough, man. It's tough. They've been winning so much all season. They come in with the hottest record in Major League Baseball tonight. You just fall tonight at 3, but you can't win them all in baseball.
No, you cannot. That's why this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You should know that if you're a baseball fan in general. But starting off the season, your first 12 games, you are 9-3.
I would have taken it. Would have signed up for this. If you put this paper in front of me, 9-3 starter, would have signed up for it. Mike Montgomery came in this game 2-0, 4.91 ERA. The Royals had the pitching matchup on paper, but as we know, the game is not played on paper.
Nope, it's not. It's not played on paper. It's
played through simulation.
It's simulated. I wish, honestly, too, Ryan McBroom would have got a hit on his birthday, but he ended up getting the last out.
He pitched it for Ryan O'Hearn.
Got the last out on his birthday. That's something you do not want.
He's trying to get some action. We saw Humberto Arteaga called up for the Royals today that played at shortstop to give Mondesi a little bit of break in the field. Mondesi, top 10 hitter in the American League, ends up going 1 for 4 today for the Royals. Saw a stolen base from Whit Merrifield today.
Yeah, as one stolen base, him and Mondesi are going to be on the stolen base paths of trying to outdo each other. You know that's going to happen.
It's like when Malik Smith was in town with the Mariners.
Exactly.
Made it interesting, but the Royals fall 5-0. The loss goes to Mike Montgomery. Tanner Roark, the win for the Toronto Blue Jays. as they improve to 4-9. The Royals drop to 9-3. Tomorrow it's Brady Singer, 0-0 with the 3.38 ERA. Was in the bullpen earlier for the simulated Royals. Had the spot start for Brad Keller that had back stiffness back in Kansas City. He'll go against Trent Thornton, who's 0-1 with a 12.15 ERA. We'll see you guys tomorrow, Friday night, 6 o'clock for pregame, right here at 610 Sports, Space KC on YouTube. Good night, everybody.